Hello, this is Vince here from shoutcaststrategy.com, bringing you the exciting conclusion of Bobster versus Dramen. As you can see, Bobster is spawning as the Protoss player in the upper right-hand corner of Xel'Naga Caverns, and Dramen is spawning in the bottom left. Since Bobster lost the last matchup, Bobster chose Xel'Naga Caverns, so I assume he likes this map. This is a very interesting map since your natural is wide open, especially once these rocks go down. And then this isn't particularly secure either with this ledge right up here. And the gold is very far forward, so it makes a very interesting map. We will see what strat Dramen tries against the Protoss Bobster this time. Bobster had just lost as Protoss against Terran, so we will see what he is able to do this time, and we'll see if he tries the same build or slightly different. Pylon going up near the front to wall off, something I don't particularly agree with, as I explained in the last video. And we will see if Dramen does the same fast expand build he did last time. That was kind of risky since he didn't go with the quite standard fast expand build. I still think it's kind of risky to pull against a Protoss, but he is walling off with a barracks, which I find kind of... I do not find surprising, because I just remembered Bobster's random, and he has no idea if he's Zerg or not. So I expect we'll see that barracks fly backwards once Bobster realizes that this is a Protoss player, so he doesn't have to be quite so careful. Anyways, I imagine Dramen is getting that refinery, so he's not going something weird like mass marines. Normal timing for the assimilator for Bobster as well, so second gateway, which is kind of a surprise. We will see if he is going to try a 2-gate pressure on a Terran, which I don't think is too effective, but since this gateway is currently not building a Zealot, and it looks like he's going to supply lock himself a little bit since he does not have that second pylon building right now. Yeah, he can't even get the Zealot out right now because he is at 17 of 18 food. Small mistake there, but Dramen is working on another supply depot, barracks, upgrading his base to normal command. It looks like he's throwing down that tech lab. If I was the Protoss player, I'd be tempted to try to block that with my probe, but since an alive probe is probably better than a 2-second delayed landing barracks. I wonder if he will be going for the delayed Reaper for the scout, so he can see exactly what Bobster's up to, as the 2 gates before Cyber Core is kind of rare. And maybe he's just going to go with a fast Marauder to take advantage of that, because he knows a Stalker will be out late, and Marauder can kill Zealots very easily by kiting. Ooh, a third Warp Gate already. I don't think Bobster's going to be going for a fast expand build of any type. I think he will be trying to crank out as many units as possible early. I don't currently see a pylon building for him, though, and he's going to supply lock himself here very shortly again. Needs to watch that out as a Protoss player, and I bet this is a pylon, so not too terrible. Throwing down a bunker in case there is early 2-gate pressure coming. That's a very smart idea to do against a 2-gate pressure as Terran. And just building an early Ghost. That's an interesting build. I'm kind of surprised he's going for it. I guess that's so that he can hopefully snipe off any early Zealots. I almost expect early aggression from Dramen now with that early Ghost Academy. But I guess I will have to wait and see. I would love for him to throw down a factory and research a nuke, though, but I don't think he will oblige me in that way. Throwing down a reactor for his barracks. Not a horrible idea there. And a early Twilight Council this time. So last time he didn't get charged, and this time it looks like he wants to make sure he definitely gets charged. Unless he's going to try to hide a Dark Temple shrine somewhere in his base. We will have to see this very shortly. Nope, a Templar Archive, so a very fast Templar Archive trying to get Storm out, and this will make a nice, interesting duel between Ghosts and High Templar. Needs to watch the EMPs and the feedbacks. Chrono boosting his Cyber Core to get that Warp Gate tech out as fast as he possibly can. A nice scan going down, seeing all of the tech, seeing the Templar Archive, seeing the Warp Gate. Yes, he did see all that, and a pylon going down as well, which Bobster's supply locked yet again. He really needs to work on that when he plays Protoss. I don't remember that happening that much last game, but he is doing a different build this time and may not be as familiar with it. I would love to have seen Charge go down or Psionic Storm, but for now, neither being researched. Transferring those two in Warp Gates, I will be interested to see if he warps out more units or if he's going to start researching something. Ooh, a Robo Bay up as well. This is getting a little expensive on one base. Warping in a High Templar, I'm guessing just for feedback, because from the last game, I guess Bobster knows Dramen does like his ghosts, so. Engineering Bay and Starport going down. Looks like a reactor going on that factory. That's kind of a surprise. I guess for Hellion, or he's going to swap with the Starport. Let me not lose all of my game knowledge. I think he could go ahead and salvage this bunker now. I think he's in a fine enough position since he didn't fast expand. It doesn't need the, not saving up for an expansion, doesn't need the extra defense, and I'm pretty sure the 4 Marines in here would be just as fine outside with the 2 ghosts and 6 other of his buddies. Looks like this Robo Bay is up and nothing out of it. Now this is kind of strange. You have a Twilight Council, Robo Bay, and a Templar Archive, and all you have is 2 Templars with no research being done on any of these. I wouldn't. Oh, as I say that, here comes Psystorm. Again, I think it's a mistake he hasn't gotten the Charge yet. I would have rather seen Charge than 2 early Templars. He is throwing up an expansion though, and this is a good plan. Give him a nice economic lead. I would have liked for him to poke up here and to see what Dramen exactly has, since I'm pretty sure Bobster's operating completely in the dark. All he sees is this supply depot. Kind of dangerous, and I completely disagree with this walling off with supply depots, especially this late in the game. That's not going to accomplish anything besides getting 2 of your supply depots destroyed. I do like the medevacs coming out, making this army even stronger. Kind of a little light, but with the medevacs it does help a lot. This is a very scary force, and this observer is going to go over and see not that huge of an army, to be completely honest. It looks like he is sacrificing that bunker now, so I'm not sure why he built those 2 supply depots there. They're just vulnerable there. I would have much rather seen them in the back of the base or something like that. It looks like that he will be expanding shortly. I did miss that command center being built. And it looks like he is about to push out right now. This observer is perfectly timed and does see that, so Bobster needs to come out of here and pass this wall off, otherwise that'll create huge problems for him, which is one of the reasons I don't particularly like walling off. Still surprised not to see any Charge being researched, instead an Immortal being built. That's a bad choice. There are only Marines, Ghosts here, so Immortal's not going to be very effective. There are no Marauders, no tanks. Ooh, queuing up a second Immortal? I really don't agree with that. I would love to see him cancel those and start researching Charge. The Charge lots will be a lot more effective than Immortals. But here come the Immortals anyway. This observer is following Dramen. It would be wise of him if he spots that to shoot it down, but it does not look like he does, so that Bobster will be able to keep complete track of Dramen. I do like this medevac flying to the back of the base, poking in the front, and then dropping in the back is a very good idea. But Bobster is very confident of his chance. A very nice EMP though. You can see how many units lost their shields, but good job keeping his High Templar separated so they didn't get nailed by one of these EMPs. And they looks like Dramen stimmed and will be trying to take out as much of the army as he can. But here comes the storms. Here comes the storms. There we go. Ha ha ha. All those units dying so fast. But however, there is this drop in the back doing a lot of damage to the probe line. Very effective, flying these medevacs away. Should load these guys up and fly away. There we go. Running away. Go. Good job, medevac. Going to make it out alive. Even going to drop in the back. Killing a couple more probes. Ooh, a beautiful storm though going off and completely killing that. And then are we going to get the feedback? Yes, we are. Absolutely destroyed the rest of the medevacs. Here we go with more Marines and more Ghosts. I would like to see a transition into Marauders, and it looks like my wish is not granted. I saw the tech labs and got hopeful with storms being so prevalent and such a heavy army of Zealots. And here comes the Zealot leg upgrade. Thank you for finally doing this for me. It makes me very happy. It looks like he will be pushing out now. This isn't a very large force. However, there are 3 Ghosts. We'll need to use EMP and Snipes to help take care of the Zealots and make sure he EMPs these High Templar, make sure he saves an EMP for these High Templar. This Marine does see this coming and dies, and this will be could be a very decisive battle coming up. I'm not sure if Bobster has enough to take on the army of Dramen. Bunker going up right now. This is a good plan since he just expanded and he knows that Bobster is coming, but I don't think these will quite get done in time. No, they will not. He needs to... He cancels the bunkers, runs away, trying to build another one. Needs to give it up. Needs to get a good EMP off these incoming. Oh, misses with the EMP. That's going to hurt. And oh, look at those beautiful storms. Look at all those units die. Just completely disintegrate and melt. I think he would have been in a fine position if he had gotten that EMP off. However, that's why I like this matchup, because EMPs make or break the game, and so do feedbacks. And I do not think Dramen will be able to come back from this. Trying to throw down the supply depot, I think that's a mistake. That should have been a bunker, but it's not going to matter. He loses his expansion, and he's got a Marauder, 2 Marines, a SCV, and a Ghost to defend. This is not going to be enough. I'd like to see Bobster transform these guys into Archons and completely wreck. Ooh, a nice feedback on the medevac so that it can't heal quite as much. And then this is the supply depots falling prey to the forces of Dramen, dropping Dramen's supply. This could have been a huge deal had he not been so under his cap anyways, but he is now almost supply locked. Anyways, a beautiful EMP going off, but there's just too many forces here. Still no Archon, kind of surprising to me. There we go. That should be it for the game, and these 3 Immortals, had they been more Zealots or more Stalkers, this battle will be over faster. These Immortals need to focus fire the Marauder, the only unit they do their damage to. And this one High Templar just flown with his cape in the breeze, standing over the destruction. This poor trapped Marine trying his best. SCV's coming over, trying to take on this Archon, but not even going to be close. Medevac coming out. Dramen's still trying, not wanting to give up, wants to make sure he has indeed lost this game, but he has pulled SCVs. He's got a few trapped Marines over here, and there's just not going to be much he can do with the rest of this force. A beautiful storm just to finish it off. These Marines are almost completely dead, just a little bit of life. Immortal blowing them to pieces. The SCV's coming, trying to pull everything off the line. More storms show up, and this will be GG. Yes, there it is. Anyways, Bobster took 3rd place in my first Shoutcast Strategy tournament. I really think a huge turning point of this battle was right here earlier when the High Templar got missed by the EMP just barely. The drop back here was kind of effective. The drop over here was kind of effective. He should have moved off a little sooner so he didn't lose all those Marines. Those Marines also would have helped that engagement. And I think Bobster got very good composition with these High Templar. I think it could have used more lots. I think these Immortals were relatively wasted, not particularly effective against Ghosts or Marines, and I think there was an entirety of 1 Marauder this entire game. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this cast. Next coming up will be the finals. Tune into my YouTube channel to find out when it gets posted. Thank you for watching.